Okay. So we have created three different methods to get the header data, item data, and material data. Let's combine all these three methods output into one final output using one more method, that is prepare output. Okay. So what is the whole purpose of creating these different methods? Just to observe how to pass select options to a method as input, how to pass different importing and exporting parameters to methods, and how to define type structures inside the class methods classes, and how to create table types in classes, and how to define importing and exporting parameters with the help of these table types and type structures in the class methods. Okay, you have to understand that.
Oh.
Now tell me, what is the input for this one? Prepare output data now.
All three.
Three internal tables, data, header data, item data, and material data. Let's define the importing parameter. IM underscore, is it a table-like structure or work area-like structure? Are we getting the single record or multiple records in each? Multiple, right? We'll just use just for naming convention, use I underscore header. Type is importing parameter. What is the associated type? I think it is GT underscore T underscore HEA header. We have already created this in types. You can find it. What is this? GT underscore T underscore header.
Oh.
IM underscore T underscore item.
Importing GTT item.
See these naming conventions, right? Mostly it depends on the projects. In some projects, for internal table like structures, they used to use IT. Okay. In some projects, they used to use like this IM underscore T underscore. So your lead or someone will let you know about the naming convention. What is the naming convention that you have to use for importing and exporting parameters? Someone will let you know. Okay. Or you will be having a naming convention document in your project. So what is the naming convention you have to use for variables? What is the naming convention you have to follow for work area? What is the naming convention you have to follow for internal table? What is the naming convention you have to follow to create a class? They'll provide you a document so that you have to follow that document. You should not use different names. Okay.
Oh.
MAKT, right? MAKT, importing parameter. It's an importing parameter. What is the type? T underscore. Is it MAKT? No, it is not available. What is the type?
Another one to define table type you define.
Is the one? No, even this is also wrong. Go to types. You are right. We have defined the table type, right?
Yes.
So what is the table type name? Go to parameters. Z demo underscore T underscore MAKT.
MAKT.
Okay. Material description table type. Now we have three inputs. What is the output? Output is this combination of all these three fields data, right?
Yes.
Combination of three tables data. What you have to do now? First thing is, first alternative is go to S11, create a structure and create a table type with reference to that structure. Otherwise, in here class methods, go to types, create
Types.
a local type structure. Fine. Okay. Okay. I've just arranged these fields in some order. Okay. First TBLN, next TBLP, next bookers, like that. Okay. If you are able to understand this class method, this concept, there is nothing you need to learn in creating classes and objects, classes and methods for now. Okay, forget about advanced object oriented programming. This is more than enough for you. Okay, if you are able to understand this class method creation, how we are doing it, how we are passing select options, how we are defining the importing parameters and exporting parameters, how we are creating type structures. If you are able to understand this,
Okay.
this is what we do in projects, nothing more. This is what someone will expect from you. Final, right? Not M. Okay. T underscore final. Clear? We have created a type structure. Go to methods. Exporting. Okay. Go to methods. What you have to write here? So we have header data, item data, and material data, and we have to merge these three internal tables data into a final internal table. Okay. These three are internal table like structures, right? Because we are using table types and we are passing internal table data to this importing parameters, and we have to return internal table like structure with all the combined records. What we have to do here? Which one we have to loop?
Item level data.
Item level data. Loop the item level data.
From
Into.
Some work area, ZRs underscore data, some work area name. Okay. And if instead of work
end
area, we have a different concept called field symbols. I'll let you know what is that field symbols. Okay. And loop. Now we'll use move corresponding because we are using same field names, right? Move corresponding, not GS and item data, right? Item data. Move corresponding. We need one more thing. We need one more thing. We need a work area, right? A work area for final structure, right? To populate the data before, right? And need to append it to exporting parameter ex underscore t underscore final. For that, first we need a work area, right? To populate the all these three different internal tables data, right?
Yes.
First define a work area data GS underscore final. What is the type? What is the type of this work area? We have already created a type structure, right? ZTY
Yes.
underscore final.
Fine.
If you take this one, ZT underscore T underscore final, then
Internal table.
now it will become an internal table. That's why take type structure. ZTY underscore final.
Final.
Okay. Move corresponding to this one. GS underscore final. All the relevant fields of item data will be moved to ZT underscore final. Next need to move header data. For this we have to use read statement. Read because for each purchase order number we'll be having only one record in header data. We are not going to have more than one record in header data, right? For that reason, read statement is enough. We don't need loop.
With key GS EBLN GS header EBLN.
Don't tell me whatever comes to your mind. Just observe. It's not a
GS
header. We have to use item
okay item.
because we are looping item data.
Okay.
Here also, you can also use field to field mapping. You know, right? How to use field to field mapping like this. GS underscore final hyphen EBLN equal to GS underscore header hyphen EBLN like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You can also use field to field mapping like this. When sometimes we'll be having different field names. Uh, sometimes we'll be having field name like PO number. Okay. But PO number, it is also a purchase order number. But field name is different. The type of PO number is also same as EBLN number, but field name is different. When you use move corresponding in this scenario, the value of PO number is not going to move to EBLN because field names are different, but type is same, data is same. At the time, you have to use field to field mapping. Then only the data will be copied from this work area to this work area. When we use move corresponding, when all the field names are same, okay, field names of the final structure and field name of the header both are same, then we can use move corresponding. If the field names are different, then we have to go for field to field mapping. This is very important, please remember. Okay,
Okay.
don't use move corresponding blindly. Okay, observe the field names. What are the field names we have in final structure and what are the field names we have in these input internal tables. Next, write a read statement on text table MAKT. Key with key, what is it? Matner equal to what we have to use here.
Yes.
Hmm?
Item. Item data.
Hmm.
Yes. Item data.
GS underscore item data Matner
Item data. Icon. Item.
MD. FSS bars.
Equal to 0.
Since the field names are same, you can use move corresponding, but just for your understanding, I'll use field to field mapping. Final equal to final hyphen Matner equal to gs underscore mat hyphen Matner.
Math.
But use field mapping as much as possible, okay? Because move corresponding will take more time than field to field mapping, because it has to search for matching fields and it has to pass the values. But if you use a direct field to field mapping, it no needs to compare the field names and all. It will directly going to place the source value into target. Okay. Append cs underscore final to directly import to add to importing parameter. Clear? At the end, clear the work area.
Clear work.
Final and gs underscore item data and gs underscore
Yes, understood. Make the
and mat also.
GS underscore make it.
We have to clear all these work areas. Otherwise, it's going to populate the previous
Component.
values. So save it. Now check the syntax. What it is saying? A component called
I think
AEDAT already exists. Looks like there are repeated fields in the type structure. Double click on here. There are repeated fields in the type structure. AEDAT is here, and somewhere else we are using the same field. AEDAT. Created date is 2 times. Let's remove this AEDAT. Okay. So now let's check it. No syntax errors. Implementation missing for method. Let's see what is that error. Go to the methods and activate it. So we activated the class method. Now let's call this method in our program, this prepare output method. If you want to test this method, how to test? Click on here, click on the prepare output. So we have 3 table like parameters as input. You have to pass this table like parameters. When you execute, it will return one more table like parameter as output. Okay. This means multiple records. It's going to accept the multiple records and going to return the multiple records. For this, sign option low high. If you pass like this, sign is I, option is between, low is date, right? 01,
yes.
01, 20, 21, 2, 01, 01,
2020.
2022. Go back.
Save and go.
Date format might be different. External date format might be dots. Maybe what they're expecting.
Year, month, and day.
No. So we have to pass the external date format. Okay, now yeah, this I think this is the same format we have to pass. Let's try this with the dot. Okay, we have to pass with the dot. Okay, looks like there is no data for this. Release 2020. Why we are not getting any data? Actually, we are getting the data. Even we tested it in the program also, right?
ఇందాక ఒక దగ్గర రన్ టైం ఎర్రర్ చూపించిందన్న.
Wait. Yeah, no. I got the issue. So we have to append it. Okay, something wrong with the input only. Let's test in the program. Here in the test environment, it is not working. Let's call our prepare output method in our program. Do you have any questions till now? Call our prepare output method. When we need to call this prepare output method, what are the inputs for this prepare output method? Header data, item data, and material data, right? When we have all these three data available, then only we are going to prepare the output. Otherwise sometimes maybe if you think material data is optional for you in your output, it may or may not available, then you can also call the method without all this data. But header data is mandatory, right? Like at least header data is mandatory, right?
Yes.
To prepare some output. Even if there is no header data, there is no meaning in calling prepare output. Okay. I'm checking whether there is header data or not. Go to pattern, web object patterns,
Final.
prepare output, pass internal table data header data internal table to this, and GT
GT
underscore
item.
item. And what is this? GT underscore
GT material.
MAKT. For this, GT underscore final. Create one new internal table. Okay, right? So we got the method. Let's display the output. Let's display some sample output. But later, you guys build some ALV. Okay, using this final output data. For now, I am using if
CL
T
demo.
underscore final is
Not initial.
not initial, CL
CL demo.
demo output.
Display. GT final.
Now let's test the program. Now it should work. I don't know about the test data. Let's take this. Okay. Object is already created. You know how to define the object. If you don't know, please practice this. It is minimum requirement to know the syntax to define an object. Okay. Uh, Now F5. So how many records we got? We got some 282 records. What is the input we are passing here? So this is the input 2021-0301. Okay. So we got the records. Next, we're going to get the item data. Go inside the item data. How many records we got into exporting parameter? We got 316 records for item level data. F5. Then we are going to select F6. I'm clicking on F6. I'm not going inside the material text. So I got 99 records from material text data. Now combine all these records. Mm, this is content 316. This contains 99 and the header contains 282. Now we are going to combine all these records. I'm clicking on F7 to come out of this method. I'm clicking on F7. So I came out of the method. Do you have any records in GT underscore final? We have 316 records in the GT underscore final. And this is the output. Okay,
Okay.
this is the output. Got it right? So going forward, whenever you got some requirement to create a program or to create a report, your program should be like this. I should be able to see only methods, some methods, not the individual select statements or anything. Okay, okay.
Okay, man.